Hello everyone, I'm back to share the storyline of The Love in Your Eyes, which just aired last night. At the beginning of this episode, Kyung-jun knelt in front of Do-jin's tomb. Just apologizing isn't enough to make up for the mistakes of his family. Here Kyung-jun promises to Do-jin, even though this will take a long time, Kyung-jun promises to take care of everything. Meanwhile, Young-hee, who just left Kyung-jun, is also crying. She remembers the first meeting with Kyung-jun until when Kyung-jun proposed to her. She regretted she should have never met Kyung-jun and never fell in love with Kyung-jun. Although Young-hee is hurt by this fact, but rest assured that Young-hee still has feelings of affection and love for Kyung-jun, and this is very hard for Young-hee. In the next scene, Young-hee meets Yoon-hee and she throws water on Yoon-hee. She swore she would make him one-shot Yoon-hee and Sejun suffer. Yoon-hee seems to have started to feel that her lies and crimes were exposed. She plans to sell her and Sejun's share. She's also looking for a place to live in the Bahamas for herself and Sejun, and she also asks someone over the phone to make 2 fake passports. She wants to run away with Sejun without the Jang family knowing. In the next scene, Jang-hoon is suspicious of Sejun, who is giving money to Young-hee. He knows that Young-hee is a very polite person. There is no way Young-hee is being rude just because Sejun misunderstood. Then, with a very heavy heart, Sejun said that he was related to the death of Young-hee's husband. Sejun was going to explain the details of what happened, but someone came to provide urgent information for Jang-hoon. The information turned out to be a recording of Sim Won-sop and Yoon-hee's conversation, as well as a recording of Yoon-hee and Kyung-jun's conversation. That means that at this time, only Lee-jae doesn't know the details of Do-jin death. Everyone in Jang's family already knows. Even Jang-hoon already knows that Sejun is not Lee-jae's biological son. After hearing the information, Jang-hoon fainted. He was taken to the hospital. Kyung-jun almost hit Sejun because Sejun had told Jang-hoon that he was the cause of Do-jin's death. Lee-jae, who still doesn't know anything, wants to know what really happened. Kyung-jun doesn't want to tell him now, so Lee-jae will seek information from someone. At the end of this episode, Cha-yoon-hee also came to the hospital, and this is where Yoon-hee was shocked after Sejun said that everything was over. Sejun asked Yoon-hee not to try to run away and try to accept the reality and accept the punishment for their crimes. Apart from this core story, there is also a story about Wok-yoo and Chang-hee who live a pleasant lives at Bok-hee's house. They both finally make up after fight. Meanwhile, Young-hee also decided to resign from TS Retail, but Kim Hae-mi refused Young-hee's request. She assumes she has never heard of Young-hee's asking to resign. Okay everyone, that's the storyline of The Love in Your Eyes episode 104. Thank you for watching my video.